Hi guys, and welcome to today's edition of Bathtub Time Machine. Today is brought to you by Safety Sports Bra to avoid any accidental nip slips and copious amounts of caffeine. So, I kind of had a hard time figuring out what to talk about for today's episode, but I think I'm gonna go with celebrity baby names. I know, people love them, people hate them, people think they're insane and so rude. My personal thought is, we live in the great United States of America, where you literally have the freedom to name your child Audiovisual Box, or Toilet Cleaner, or Hairy Armpit if you really wanted to. Now, I will agree that those are a little extreme. Please don't name your children those. But if you do, and you make money off of it, I want some of it. I'm totally only half kidding. But, specifically, like Kardashian baby names. Kylie Jenner just had her baby and named her Stormy Webster. Everyone is throwing a fit over the name Stormy. I'm actually related to someone named Stormy, and she's a very lovely person. She's an RN, and she's a lifesaver and magical. I think the name is wonderful. People are really ticked off about the fact that Kim Kardashian West, who is one of my favorite people of all time, don't judge me, or judge me, I don't care, named her latest baby Chicago. Now, my husband can attest to this. When I first heard that she named her baby Chicago, I was like, put off, 100%. But literally within not even 5 minutes, I just was in love with it. Like, at first I hated it. I was like, who would name their baby Chicago? Now I think it's adorable. Chicago West. I mean, there are people all over the place that name their children like January, or like October, or April, or May. So why couldn't you name your baby after a place like Chicago? I mean, Chicago has a lot of significance in their lives, and I think that's awesome. I mean, his mom raised him in Chicago, Kanye's mom, and he's kind of given her a little nod without having to name her something like Donda, because that is something that I will tell you, I don't like that name. Name choices, to each their own, whatever, I get it, but Donda? No. I would rather have Chicago. And they're naming her, like, her nickname is Shy. That's adorable. How can you go wrong with Shy? And as far as, like, Saint and North go, also, when North was born, I was a bit, like, I was taken aback. Like, North? Now I love it. I am obsessed with the name North, and I love the name Saint. It's all them. I mean, we live in the greatest nation in the world, and we get to name our babies whatever we want. Now, I will humor people and say that for someone like me who does not have a bazillion dollars in my back pocket chilling at all times, naming my child something like Saint or Beyonce or Audiovisual Box or Optimus Prime would not be the greatest idea. My child would have a lot of hard time in life with getting jobs or trying to be taken serious in school or whatever, what have you. But that doesn't mean that we still can't get creative with our names. I mean, these kids are going to be able to just pretty much do whatever they want. I mean, look at Paris Hilton. Her name is Paris. I mean, that's not a normal name. That's a place. So why can't Kim Kardashian West name her daughter Chicago? Also, for Bathtub Time Machine, my dog is in here, we are going to start doing a random fact of the day, and today's random fact is super random, but it is, if you bang your head on the wall for an hour, you will burn 150 calories. So, I know a few pretty turd head people, is what we'll say, who could use that little bit of advice. So if you know anyone that you don't really like, just let them know that they can burn 150 calories in an hour just by banging their head on the wall repeatedly. Okay, I think that's it for today's Bathtub Time Machine. I had fun. I always love talking about the Kardashians. They're literally my guilty pleasure. I also love Kanye West. I really do. And I get a lot of flack for that, but whatever. People like what they like. Just like people like to name their kids what they like to name their kids. So if you have any differing opinions, let me know down in the comments and we'll get into a discussion about it. How do you feel about crazy baby names? And on the scale of crazy baby names, I would say that Saint, North, and Chicago, and Stormy are probably on the lower scale. I also kind of love that they don't have middle names. But yeah, if you have a differing opinion, let me know in the comments and let me know how you feel about the subject. If you have any ideas for content for the channel, let me know down below. And if you have any ideas for Bathtub Time Machine next Wednesday, let me know. As always, thank you so much for watching my video, and you guys have a good day.